It was a pretty run-of-the-mill day in North Hollywood. Smog in the air circling over my dilapidated apartment complex like vultures bearing down on fresh roadkill. Then again, that might have just been the cigars. I didn't know if it was the rapid-fire gin and tonics the night before or the years of reading nonsensical headlines catching up to me, but what I did know is that I'd been looking for a good story to talk about for far too long already. Like a poorly practiced surgeon, I was running low on patience. And like one of those patients, I was running out of time.
Oh, God damn it. There's really nothing going on, is there? Can't find a damn thing to talk about. Fuck!
I got an idea for you.
Well, it's not, you wrote an idea in an envelope?
Yeah, take a look.
Hey, that's pretty good.
I'm sailing away. Set an open course for the Virgin Sea. Hey everybody, Chris Raygun here. Welcome to another episode of Raygun Recap, the show where I recount some of the more ridiculous articles that I read the past week. And much like the palpable racial tensions in the United States, today we're black and white. Now I get that a lot of these stories have probably been covered by plenty of other people at this point, late to the party as usual. But, you know, hopefully this unique little setup here will make up for my extreme lateness. So let's have a little fun tonight. What do you say, guys? You down for a fun night? Hello? Chris Raygun speaking.
Yeah, g'day Chris, it's Lewis. I'm just trying to connect with another audience by collabing with a similar YouTuber. Listen here, mate.
I told you
fucked.
to never call this number again.
I know what you're doing, Chris.
I told you never to call
gay
this.
agenda. I see it. I know what
I
you're
told you
doing.
never to call this number.
Spanish, Mexican,
I
whatever
told
you
you
are.
this.
I know what you're doing. You're pushing that
Fuck
gay
you.
agenda. Don't
Fuck
tell
you,
me
dude.
not to call you. I'll call whoever I want.
Take that. Well, this is already royally fucked, so I guess we might as well just flow on into our first article of the day, which comes to us from The Guardian. Riz Ahmed warns lack of diversity on TV will drive young to ISIS. Now, Riz Ahmed is a very interesting character. He's an actor who you might remember from Star Wars Rogue One, in which he played an Arab man who helped orchestrate a terrorist attack. Now, what I love about this whole thing is the assumption that people are so frail and weak that the simple experience of not seeing their race or gender or religion or creed or whatever the fuck represented as often on television or in movies, like that's gonna turn people to terrorism. Guys, I don't know how to explain my actions. I know I 9/11'd you pretty hard, but you know, what can I say? I was watching Friends and not a single Puerto Rican on Friends. Can you believe it? Can you believe? I don't know what's more sad, to be honest, the stupidity of that thought process and how that makes sense to some people, like, oh, of course, there's nobody who looks like me in these movies, better join ISIS. Or the fact that people are so sensitive and overdramatic these days that I wouldn't even be remotely shocked if what Riz Ahmed was saying was absolutely correct. You got people punching each other based on their political opinions, you got people pepper spraying women's eyes just because they're wearing Trump hats. I mean, who's to say these people aren't capable of becoming incredibly fragile terrorists? But I will say this, if for whatever reason you ever find yourself in a situation where you think, yeah, you know, ISIS is the way to go, you are probably a pretty lost cause to begin with. It's basically the whole violent video games argument, like, oh, hey, you know, this kid shot up a school because he played violent video games. No, he shot up a school because he's fucked in the head. He was a lost cause before he ever touched Grand Theft Auto. You gotta be fucking kidding yourself if you think otherwise. Oh, geez, you know, I saw this movie and I didn't see anybody who looked like me. And now I'm flying a plane into a couple really important buildings. I don't see the lapse in logic here. Welcome to me. Welcome to me. Don't join ISIS, guys. I know you're probably thinking it's a bit of a fun getaway, like, ooh-wee. I get to kill the infidels. Summer vacation. I'm gonna move the mic for continuity reasons. That's a little less intrusive, huh? And you know what, since we're already kind of loosely talking about Star Wars to begin with, I think now's a pretty good time to dive right into our next article. It's an article by the Washington Times. Stormtroopers banned from Star Wars-themed college reunion over alleged Nazi inspiration. You guys remember The Onion? That news site that wrote exclusively satire? God help them, because I don't know how they stay in business. I don't know how that company stays afloat with half the shit that's happening in the real world. So I guess these guys who graduated from Princeton in 2012 decided to hold a Star Wars themed reunion party called Revenge of the Fifth. And I gotta say, that's a great name. But alas, it didn't last long. A few of our classmates reached out expressing concerns over our choice to use stormtroopers as our costume inspiration, the email said. We have been informed of the origin of this word and its connections to early to mid 20th century Germany. This is something neither we nor anyone on your reunion committee were aware of, but something we take very seriously. Tonight, we made the unanimous decision to remove these costumes. Hey there. That's pretty dumb. I don't think I need to point out how stupid this is. I think it's pretty self-evident. Stormtroopers are in so many kids' games, kids' movies, and kids' TV shows. They're toys, for fuck's sake. They're totally harmless. Even in the goddamn movies, they can't hit a goddamn thing. They're the most harmless people in the world. We all know that, though. What I want to talk about, what I want to point out, is that somehow several Princeton graduates, Ivy League graduates, didn't understand that the stormtroopers were based on the Nazis. Hey guys, it's a little bit obvious. In reality though, I'm pretty sure a lot of people involved were aware of the symbolism. It's really difficult to be enough of a Star Wars fan to plan an entire party themed around it and not understand what the symbolism of the stormtroopers is. But I guarantee you one whiny cunt bitched about it, and so they decided to censor the overall experience for everyone to appease one or two whiny fragile fucks. And honestly, I think that's what I hate most about these kinds of people and that kind of thought process. This is like if you were planning some big dinner and you were gonna invite your friends and your family and your family's friends and your friends' families. Everybody was gonna come to this dinner, but oh no, a vegan is attending. So instead of adding vegan things to the menu or asking people to bring some vegan shit, instead you just force everybody to eat vegan crap. Have you ever had a California pizza? Have you ever had a vegan California pizza? God help you if you have, because it's dreadful. If you find the stormtroopers' Nazi roots offensive, then don't wear it. Don't wear a fucking stormtrooper costume. You don't have to force people to conform to your ideas. What are you, a Nazi? I know that was a bit of a tangent, but I'm really sick of this attitude. So like, if colleges, companies, whoever's listening right now, understand that these kinds of people, the people who complain about this shit, they're the minority. It doesn't seem like it because they don't have their tweets filtered and they don't have their videos pulled off of trending, but these are the minority. These are not the people who you should be catering to. And it's not just academia, it's entertainment too. And I know she's a dead topic, but I'm gonna bring her up just for the sake of argument for this point alone. After all of the years of Anita Sarkeesian talking about how bad violence in video games is, trying to infuse gender politics into video games, with all the press by her side and her visiting all these prolific game studios, lecturing them on why it's not okay that men and women sit differently in Destiny. What is there to show for it, really? Any explicitly feminist video games that sold a shit ton? Any surprise gender politics smash hit video games? What, Life is Strange? Revolution 60? Yeah, brilliant. Fuck that shit. We got Doom instead. A game about a hyper-masculine manly man hopscotching his way through hell, killing everything he fucking sees. He's goddamn majestic. And that brings us to our final article of the day, and this is gonna surprise you guys because it's not what you expected at all. That's right, guys. Today we're gonna be talking about InfoWars. What the hell is this? Chris Reagan criticizing a right-wing news site? I thought Chris was a conservative. I thought Chris was a conservative. Fuck this guy. It was only a matter of time before I found a conservative article to completely trash, because keep in mind, guys, I don't make videos about my political disagreements with people most of the time. I like to focus on hypocrisy, and boy is this some stark fucking hypocrisy. Logan, the anti-Trump movie. X-Men inspired film has blatant anti-Trump messages by Joe Biggs of Infowars.com. Oh shit, guys, this is a video. I thought this was an article. Oh, we're gonna have some fun.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Joe Biggs with Infowars.com, but it's because of the border wall. Border.
I just skimmed through a little bit of the video. He's incredibly boring, so I'm gonna skip to the relevant parts. The video link will be in the description if you want the full context, just so you know that I'm not taking them out of context or anything like that. Let's get on with the show here.
It's in the statistics, the FBI, our law enforcement. We know what's happening, yet no one wants to talk about that. It's just about the poor little kids that are trying to come across the border. And with that same narrative, guess who's pushing that same BS? Hollywood. Brand new movie out called Logan, starring Hugh Jackman. It's the last movie about Wolverine. And in this movie, the bad guy's name is Donald.
Wow, the bad guy's name is Donald, just like Donald Trump? Well, that was clearly intentional, guys. It's not like Donald Pierce is a fucking X-Men villain who's been around since 1980. Fuck that, right? Did you forget that this is a comic book movie and all these fucking characters have been established for a long ass time? You fucking idiot. It took me a total of 3 minutes to find this out. I haven't even seen the movie yet. I haven't even seen the movie and I found out that this character has existed for a fucking long ass time. God, oh man, InfoWars. Brilliant shit. Log on to Infowars.com for your latest comic book news.
And it's about a bunch of little illegal kids, and they're illegal because in the year 2026, it's illegal to be a mutant.
Yeah, that's kind of been a staple of the X-Men franchise for a long time also. The idea that the mutants and the hatred of them is an allegory for racism. This isn't a new thing. This didn't just appear out of nowhere just because Donald Trump exists. Jesus Christ. And the reason I wanted to talk about this specifically is because the kind of people who share this shit around are also the kinds of people who complain about how feminists look at movies and they just see the patriarchy and sexism when it's not even there. Yet they see this anti-Trump bullshit where it doesn't exist. This has been around since the fucking 80s. It's the same paranoia, just on opposite ends of the spectrum. And neither one can see how stupid the other one is. It's amazing.
And these little illegal kids just escaped this horrible military compound in Juarez, Mexico.
Excuse me, sir. Excuse me. But are you honestly trying to make the case that this movie is anti-Trump while it's portraying Mexico as a safe haven for human rights violators? That doesn't sound so anti-Trump to me. Yeah, that's enough of that video. I can't do any more of this, guys. I'm fucking done. You can watch that video in its entirety in the description below if you want to see it and make sure I didn't take them out of context. It's all really fucking stupid. If you really get off on being victimized, you'll find evidence of your victimization everywhere you look, even when there is no evidence of it to begin with. It's a fucking persecution complex, and you guys need to chill the fuck out. And look, I get the fact that Trump supporters are feeling a little bit persecuted right now based on all the violence that's going on. I get that. But it doesn't help your case when you make shit up like this, or just pull shit out of your ass without even doing the most basic fucking research. Anyway, guys, that's gonna be it for me today. Special thanks to Anisa Johma for helping me film the introduction of this video, the film noir little detective skit. We had a lot of fun. She's a fucking awesome cameraman. She makes pretty good content too. I like her perspective on shit. So go check her out. Yeah, that's gonna be it for me today. I'll see you next time. I'm gonna call the police on myself.
No, but like seriously, Chris, you're gonna plug my channel for this, right? Like I came here on the train. Just tell your subscribers. We're not actually friends. I just, it's a lot of effort to get here, so. Be nice.